What's going on, guys? Greek Freak here, and in this video we have some huge breaking news, which is Porzingis has been traded from the New York Knicks to the Dallas Mavericks for Dennis Smith Jr. Now, this trade is being finalized right now. This has just been huge breaking news. Just a couple hours ago, really, we just heard about the fact that he was requesting a trade. Now, he wasn't the fact that, and it was only really reported that he demanded the trade only shortly after. Now, this was after they figured out, he stated the fact that he did not like the direction that the New York Knicks were going in with this losing direction, he stated. And we can see right here, averaging 22 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 2.4 blocks per game on his last season before tearing his ACL last season, which is going to be the big question mark for the Dallas Mavericks in this trade. But I feel like this is a player that has height, size, speed, and ability that really just helps him out in this ability. Now, of course, the main thing here is his shooting, his almost 40% shooting from a big man, a three-point position. This is a huge and great move to me for the Dallas Mavericks in their transition basically from Dirk Nowitzki to a Porzingis, another European big who can obviously shoot the basketball. And with that, I just think the fact that this is a good move for both teams in this situation. But right now, we obviously know the fact that the attention started to heat up due to the fact that Porzingis was a restricted free agent, and the Knicks were talking about not picking up not matching a trade that the Spurs would even go after him and actually get it. And with this, obviously, with him being a restricted free agent as well, still, we know the fact that Dallas Mavericks are going to match and give him the highest offer. Therefore, he will be with the Dallas Mavericks with a new contract. But now we're talking about the fact that we have Luka Doncic, a very great European player, with the other great European player here in Kristaps Porzingis. And I think the fact that this could be a very great duo right here as far as just the athleticism in Porzingis, along with the great, just skilled player in Luka Doncic, who's only going to get better as time goes on, as he's having a great rookie year. Now, as far as Porzingis, the big question mark, like I mentioned, is the ACL injury. Can he recover? Can he come back from that situation and actually recover from that? Now, I think the fact that he can easily be able to do this, I don't see the fact that he's a player that directly depends on explosiveness in that manner, that it's going to be that much. Now, I don't expect him to come back at 100% full-on effort in the first few games that he comes back, and I don't see them rushing him to return by any means. So we're really, to me, going to see Kristaps Porzingis coming back slowly into it. And this really, to me, helps Dallas become a more attractive market now, due to the fact that you have two really great superstar caliber players that I think can really match up well in this situation. And with that, like I said, I think the fact that this is a good trade for both teams. Like I mentioned before, with the Anthony Davis trade, we know the fact that the New York Knicks as well want to be into this trade offers as well for the Anthony Davis situation. And one thing that this definitely did was it got rid of a huge contract. You now have a person on a rookie deal, being Dennis Smith Jr. Now, Dennis Smith Jr., not only that, he's been really increasing his own trade value in the last few games. Now, he's been having some great back-to-back, almost triple-double games at that point guard position. We know the fact that he's an athletic, explosive player, and I think the fact this is good for the Knicks. You're talking about a low, high-caliber player that I think has great potential as far as how he's going to go out for the future. And this allows the Knicks to go for two max-caliber players as far as contract-wise. And if you really just think about that, if they can do this and make a trade for an Anthony Davis, this could allow them to actually add in 3 superstar caliber players. Now, whether that happens or not, that's going to be the big question. But like I mentioned, I think the fact that Dennis Smith Jr. has great upside to him and can really step up to the standard as far as for this New York Knicks team to try to come back into the relevance that it was at not that even long ago, whenever they were having there with Carmelo Anthony with the 60-win team, but now be more consistent with more talent. Now, of course, when the Dallas Mavericks brought back Dennis Smith Jr., we knew the fact that there was still very much some controversy as far as the attitude from Dennis Smith Jr., as he did not come back to play immediately as they brought him back. Now, obviously, if you hear yourself in trade rumors, you're not going to come back immediately like that. You're going to have a feeling. And once that happened, I really felt like the bridge was probably burnt between the two sides, and therefore it just ended up being the fact that this trade went down. I was amazed on how quick this trade happened. But guys, I mean, tell me what your guys' thoughts are on this trade. I know it's not a big deal, but who do you think really won the trade, I guess? I think the fact that it's great for both teams, and only it depends on what you look for both teams. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure that you leave a like and subscribe to Become About the Greek Comedy today. And as always, this is Sparta.
We'll be right back.